YouTube. So we're back with the wife's 2020 Subaru Ascent. We recently got a small upgrade to our shop, which is this 4-post lift that I'm pretty happy with. Anyways, I'm under here doing another oil change again on it, and I'm not super thrilled with what I'm seeing. So I've noticed over here, right here at the front differential plug, it appears to be leaking. You can see here it's all wet, and you know that drain plug is definitely wet. I don't know if it's the front diff actually leaking, or if it's this oil pan. This is pretty wet in here, but I did just get done draining it. I don't know if it's the oil pan or the oil that's in there that's blowing back. I don't think so, because all that in there looks pretty dry. Anyways, the car has 70,000 miles. It just barely has 70,000 miles on it. We love it. It's great for our family and our family needs and stuff. I've always been a big fan of Subaru, but I'm just not super happy to see that, we're having leaks spring up at 70,000 miles at that front differential. I'll check the drain plug. Well, I'll check the fill plug and everything, make sure it's still full. And I'll also check that rear differential too. And hopefully it's just wet. But I was kind of hoping a little bit more on the quality front, especially from a brand such as Subaru. All right, guys, so we are back with the car, done with the oil change, done checking gearboxes and all the rest of it. And I'm still ultimately pretty happy with the purchase of the vehicle. I'm just disappointed in the wetness that's over there. Yeah, oil change is finally done and everything. And while I was under here, I checked a few, I just kind of checked everything else. So over here at the rear differential, I was pretty happy over here. Everything's dry. This is the check plug. That's your drain plug right here. Check plug's wet, obviously, because I had it open and I was jamming my finger in there, testing, looking at the fluid. It looks okay. Probably could be changed, but, it looks okay for now. I'm pretty happy with everything back here. Everything looks good and straight, and dry. Moving forward, to the wetness that I was talking about at that front differential. So this here, I guess, is the check plug. So I got this out, part of the way, and I had just black fluid coming out. It was really, really dirty. Didn't look like the fluid. Doesn't look like what is wetting this front diff. Here on the ground, that is what is full that's what my front differential here is full of. That stuff. It's got to be changed. I'll get the fluid in the next couple of days and change it here. That's your check plug. I don't know if that's your fill plug. This is obviously the drain. And I'm told you'll fill this up somewhere up here. I don't know. There's some kind of a vent here. Here we go. Yeah, I'm told, I guess, you'll pull this off and fill in through this hole. I don't know. I'm going to verify before I do anything stupid. Speaking of doing something stupid, because this fluid wasn't as dark or as dirty as what was in the differential, and I don't think my engine oil is wetting this because, it's all that is dry in there, that bar and everything. I thought, maybe the transmission is leaking. And the beloved CVT transmission, and it is what's causing this wetness, this transmission fluid. So, anyways, in my haste, I went over here, found your check plug. Bang, right there. So I went and pulled that check plug out. And when I did that, the car was not running, and I had a bunch of fluid come out and spray me. So anyways, I didn't have much come out. I had about a half quart come out on me, and while I fumbled with this stupid drain plug, or the stupid check plug to get it back in. And yeah, then that's when I looked up the proper procedure, which is to have the engine running before you pull this plug out. Otherwise, you will have fluid squirt at you. I ran over to the hardware store, got this transfer pump because the other one I had ATF in it. And, I still have a payment on this car, and I'm not about to start jacking around, putting any kind of strange fluids or foreign fluids into a transmission that doesn't need it. Anyway, this CVT fluid, it's the Valvoline stuff. It is compliant with what Subaru calls for in their manufacturer recommendations and everything. And as you can see here, just over half a quart is what I put back in. There's probably still some fluid in the pump and in the lines, but yeah, that's pretty much it. When you fill this up, be careful. This exhaust pipe gets hot, but you want the engine running. Plug out, put the hose in. I just pumped until I saw the fluid come drizzling out of this hole like a regular gearbox. Anyways, back to the car. Overall, I'm still pretty happy with it. I'm happy to see that I have fluid in all my gearboxes. I'm really happy with what the CVT fluid looked like coming out. Over here on the ground, there's just a few drops here this is the CVT fluid that came out. When I got showered in it, and I think it looks pretty clean, which I'm pretty happy with. That rear differential is gonna need to be changed soon, and that front diff is real dirty. That needs to be changed like nowish, which we'll get done here in the next couple of days, as I mentioned before. Anyways, I hope this video helps you guys, service your car, and everything. I'm disappointed again that there's some wetness underneath there, but I'm still overall pretty happy with the car. I still feel like I'm still pretty happy with the purchase, just disappointed with the wetness and everything. If you guys have any comments, or any thoughts, please leave them in the comment section. I'd be very interested to read them. I've never had a brand new car. This is the only brand new car we've ever purchased, and I've always been kind of a gearhead and worked. I've always bought cars that were abused by previous owners, whether it was them banging on it or failure to maintain. And those cars I always bought with known problems, and I always blamed the previous owner, and that I was just the savior of the vehicle, so to say, putting it back together. And for this vehicle, brand new, that is only driven by my wife, we're not tracking this. We're not doing anything, weird or abnormal. We do some freeway driving, but anyways, it's just very normal driving in this car, and to see the wetness is just a little disheartening for me, and I guess maybe even a little humbling as well. Because I know cars do it. I know even on many brand new cars, you're gonna find some wetness in certain places if you know where to look. But anyway, I'd love to hear your comments. Good, bad, indifferent, or whatever. So yeah, I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please like and subscribe, and maybe I'll make more stuff. Maybe I'll even take a course on how to make a good YouTube video. Thanks, guys.